Evening, everybody. It's like being back to the old school way we did these things a year ago. Not quite to the day, but an Easter Sunday night when we started to brave this journey. And on that occasion, it was with the young man in front of you, Mr. Sam Wickens. Hurrah! Which is brilliant that Sam has agreed to do this again. And so we're delighted. So, same format. We just want to have some fun here and basically less chat less at the moment and more of the man of the moment, Sam. So, Sam, it's over to you, young sir, and just take it away.
No,
Yeah, no, it would be
yeah.
good.
Hello, everyone. This is actually quite weird because this is like the most. I know it's not actually around people, but this is like the most. Yes, last March when we done it. By the way, if you hear that, this is all my echoes and stuff. Last March, it was just brand new to be like not around people, and now like a year later, I'm like, wow, this is a lot of people. Like you wouldn't be allowed to be around this amount of people. So yeah, this is. I'm gonna play a song called Forest. This is my mad reverb. So let's see. I always like to do things a bit different.
Never needed to repent. Most my sins I just forget. I never needed to go through with all the lies that I've told you. I felt my senses start to fade, and all my losses turned to graves. And when the graves took hold of me, then I remember all I've seen. From a forest far away, from a forest far away, from a forest far away. So find a book and read it through, and tell me all the things you knew. My depression's now a trend. I burn the candle at both ends. Now all the lights have had their way, switching with shadows in the day. It's just another type of rain. I'm treading water off the plains. From a forest far away, from a forest far away, from a forest far away. From a forest far away, forest far away, from a forest far away.
Yeah, Sam.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Haunting, as always.
Thank you.
It's great. It is lovely to have you back here. John has said in my ears, Logic, pushed, record, is it?
Yes, yes. By the way, if
Lovely.
anyone sees me reaching for my phone, here's like a little thing. I'm not texting. I've got
It's a cheat
songs.
sheet, is it?
I've got songs on here because go green and stop wasting paper. That's how I'm going to get around people going, he's on his phone. I'm actually being green. I'm not wasting any paper, so come at me, Peter.
Right, tell me this. In your top 10 things, let's start on a positive, okay? In your top 10 things of 2020 to 2021, what would be what's your number 3?
My top 10 of
like
things that have happened in the last year?
Yeah.
My
In
girlfriend.
third place?
Well, no, actually, no. I just kind of said my girlfriend's number 3. Do you know?
Sorry, Kirsty Reviewer.
I don't know what number 3 would be. Do you know? I think it's been quite fun, to be honest. I've spent time with my family. I felt like the world has slowed down a bit. I've been able to spend a lot more time with myself. I've got a good routine. Do you know? I don't feel like do you know, if you go out and McDonald's is telling you to buy food and Burger King and TK Maxx is telling you to buy stuff, and I think that's quite nice to not have that daily. So I'm quite good. I'm just going on with it.
Sweet. We'll come to number 2, and then the number 1. I think we know what the number 1 is already because you've already said a certain person, but that's okay. It's okay. So we'll come back to that one, okay? Give us another tune, Sam.
So this one's called I Was. So it's a kind of, I don't even know what kind of songs I play or what genre. It's just a song. So this is called I Was.
I was a fish, I was swimming to the worm on your hook. You were fishing off the edge of the brook, the way the water flows round you tells me you like swimming too. I was a bird, I was flying in your atmosphere, and like Icarus I won't get near, 'cause I know that you could burn my wings. For you I'd give anything. I was a wave, I was carrying you back to the beach. It's just a lesson I've been trying to teach, that if you're drowning I could be the one. I could save and rescue everyone. But it's a catch 22, I don't know what you see in him, I guess it's chemistry. While there's someone out there loving you, there's been no one out here loving me. I was a boy, I went up to talk to you, but my tongue didn't know what to do. You got fed up and you walk away. You didn't hear the words I didn't say. I was a teen when my friends, they told me you like me, and I told them that it's destiny. But by the time I got near you, you walk away like you always do. But it's a catch 22, I don't know what you see in him. I guess it's chemistry. While there's someone out there loving you, there's been no one out here loving me. Now I'm a man at home with a broken family, and a wife that I never see. I was so caught up on loving you, I didn't see that they've been loving me. But it's a catch 22, I don't know what you see in him. I guess it's chemistry. While there's someone out there loving you, there's been someone out here loving me.
It feels like an absolute age since I first heard that song, but it never ever grows tired. And you just have a constant way of finding the little nuances in the notes, the swells, the bends, and we're always discovering new about what Sam is doing. And no doubt, because you're about to put that thing down, we're going to hear something on keys, which I know you're coming to love. And I want to say a big thanks to some of the folks who joined us here tonight, musicians who are just brilliant in their own right, who we've had on tour over the past year as well. So a big shout out to you. Rachel, you're just leaning in, looking at me there. It's lovely. It is. Becca is there as well. And at some point, even though it's just a photo from Simon Murphy, and I know, Simon, don't give me the excuse because you like live out in the sticks and your broadband is no good. Don't give me that. That's just pretty pants, okay? Mr. Elon Musk can sort you out for 89 quid a month. Okay, it costs 400 quid to install it, but there you go. Get StarX or whatever it's called and sign up to that whole Martian treaty. Did you ever? Right. But so Simon, hurry up, get good broadband and we'll get you on here. It'll be fantastic. Right. Give us your next one on your keys.
I didn't know what you were talking about there.
Yeah, gobbledygook.
But you said about Elon Musk and all. I was thinking about saying, I'm probably wrong. I was like, could you not like just send a letter?
Mate, that's so romantic, but no.
Let's see where this is at. Well, what's that one? Yeah.
By the way, I'm loving this velvet outfit, mate. You know,
do you know what? Right. So
you know,
I'm just going to tell a story.
Kirsty, is this your influence, love? You know,
right. So for I don't know how long, I've got things that are pink and purple. Feminine colors, right?
Nice.
Just so people will start an argument over.
Side.
Yeah, so people will start an argument with me going, why are you wearing that? Or why do you have that? Because you're supposed to, and then I can argue with someone that isn't a very nice person. And no one's argued with me over this shirt. People just give me compliments on it.
So it's a diffuser of arguments. Is that what it is?
No, it's like, whenever I say to cause an argument, it's not me going out of my way. But if someone comes up to me and says, why are you wearing a velvet shirt? You're supposed to be a man. That's someone I want to have an argument with.
I think it's lovely, Sam, when you
it hangs well. But no, everyone's complimented it, and it's funny because I used to have a sofa like this in my house, and I split my head open, and loads of blood got over it, and we got rid of it. So it's pretty cool that I've got it back.
It's a story for another time, Sam. Right, let's get the music.
Right, let's see. I just need to get. With a piano, I just need to be a bit of stuff.
See, even that, mate, we're hooked. It's got us.
See, I just like I end up getting in a bit of a bubble. I'm just like, oh, I like just playing it.
Lately I've been sleeping on my own, and by lately I mean a year or so. So if you're feeling lonely and you need a place to go, baby, I'll be sleeping on my own. Lately I've been talking to myself. I nearly bored myself half to death. So if you're quick to judge and you just hold that hyper tongue, 'cause baby, I'll be sleeping on my own. Ooh, I even quit the drink and I made sure that I was clean, and I got off my faithful high horse to fix these things that I have seen. So when the world around me crumbles, at least I know that I've got me. So when the world around me crumbles, at least I know that I've got me. Lately I've been writing on my stone, so I remember all these things when I get old. So if you're turning gray and you need a place to stay, then baby, I'll be sleeping on my own. Ooh, I even quit the drink and I made sure that I was clean, and I got off my faithful high horse to fix these things that I have seen. So when the world around me crumbles, at least I know that I've got me. So when the world around me crumbles, at least I know that I've got me.
Do you ever listen to your own songs?
No.
Do you know what I mean? You know, and you listen to the depth of the lyric, and you realize that in the moments which are are not the most pleasant, actually, that there is an inner solace. And I think there's something in the way you write, and it's painfully, brutally honest at times. And whatever it is, it causes people just to love it, warts and all. And that's no bad thing. I mean, the pleasure that John and I had earlier in terms of the sound check, which went on for 2 hours, as we'll have it. Well, it's because we just sit there listening. Oh yeah, just keep playing that again. Yeah. And as you say, you could just play for hours and hours and hours just to get yourself into some zone and then play for another 5 hours. But I think the endearing quality that is Sam Wickens is just however you craft, I think it weaves itself into us, and it actually just makes us take a moment to think about, you know what, things are okay in the midst of all this cack. And you might find, Sam, that while there's inner toil and strife and everything else going on in your head at times, like every one of us, you may not feel that. But for whatever you do and how you do it, let me assure you, all of us who are listening here just feel it's a pleasure just to listen and just nearly to be soothed by the way you deliver it. So it's absolutely cool. Right, we'll come. No, stop, Les. Number 2. So we're in good things over there. Number 2, Kirsty, you're okay. You're number 1. So number 2. What do you think that is?
Well, let me turn that down. I've my cooking skills.
Hey,
I cook. Yeah. So I went in the lockdown. I could cook some things, but like, see now, I cook so many different things. Like, I've made my own spring rolls from complete scratch. I make like steamed buns from scratch.
steamed buns.
Yeah, like, do you know, like the like Asian little like buns
yes.
that you see and they look so nice? I've made them. I've just made like stews, soups. Yeah, I just love cooking. I absolutely love cooking. I made corn dogs last week. I done like an American themed treat day,
and I made skewers.
Yeah, made corn dogs from scratch, and so I think I would never have normally cooked because it's so easy to just get like a McDonald's and stuff. And from that, like, I became a lot more strict with my eating and like healthier from
I do
being
have to
able
say,
to cook.
you've mentioned that certain establishment twice, and no, we're not sponsoring McDonald's. We're not sponsoring McDonald's.
No,
And look,
thanks.
I'm led to believe you've actually given all that rubbish up. You're such a healthy eating person.
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear.
Honestly, I think that it does something to your head, like, not, and I feel better, like my body feels cleaner.
Fantastic. And we're not now dissing them either. Right. So next, Sam. Oh, by the way, they're doing an Egg McMuffin for $1.99 tomorrow. I got the ad before this came on. Right. Okay. Oh, well, there you go, folks. You've heard it here first. Right, Sam.
All right, what else is there's the note. Hold on, just get my.
You got to do that mad subby thing in our ears.
No,
I hope everyone is
I
trying to
won't.
listen with headphones on, because it's just so
In case like it causes like a brain bleed or something. I don't want to be held accountable for like a mad sub bass.
okay.
This song's called Winter.
This is my coop, my barricade. I've been holed up here for a couple 100 days. They say I'll rot, or will I grow? There's roots up here that buckle in the snow. So let with you beside me. I'll venture through the cold. Lady, her I've known the comfort grows with every storm. I built this coop made out of tin. The wind will keep at bay but keep us in. I built this roof made out of love. I watch you fly away, my little dove. So let death defy me, with you beside me. I'll venture through the cold. Lady, her I've known the comfort grows with every storm.
Yeah. Ooh,
Thank you very much, Les. Thank you very much, everyone.
sweet. It's also been a year of you doing a lot of other stuff, making some music videos, which, yeah, how have you found that?
Amazing. I've wanted to do, like, whenever I say music videos, I wanted to stay away from like the standard or the ones that happen a lot, you know, like standing in public and I'm playing, or me even like playing an instrument. I wanted it to be very artistic. I just wanted to be creative doing it, and I met a director, and he was amazing. So he was to work with.
I mean, and even the styles of those videos, they sort of evoke something as well. They're like another storyboard. You know, the one we're about to see, because yeah, what yours, everybody, because it might be a bit louder than normal, but we are gonna actually just watch one of these videos that Sam has made, Murky Waters, which is an absolute fab track. You appreciate the relationship that there is in this director, as you say, and then your own working out of your own song in that and what you do with it. Did you find it that it brought you out of yourself in a completely different way, or were you comfortable with it? I mean, are you happy doing that as you are?
I thought it was an amazing thing to be able to get like a visual sense of things, and that's like what I wanted. I wanted the music videos to kind of tell the story that the song is telling, but tell it visually. And me and the director, we spoke about a lot of stuff and just bounced ideas at each other and came up with like cool kind of, whenever I say storylines, it is all about the song, and but how can we tell it visually? Like, it's quite difficult. And it led me into, like, as you'll see in this video, like, I got sick. I was really sick for like days after. It was quite bad. But yeah, definitely worth it.
Well, on that, you know what, we will throw over to John here a second. You and I've got to mute ourselves. And this is, again, we're going back to the old school. John, it's over to you, mate. You hit that magic button in your studio somewhere else down in Bangor as well.
crazy as hell, and I fall to what's beneath. Drop poison in the ink. When all I know is waiting murky waters all alone. I was gone, alone. I've been raised in murky waters all 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 alone.
It's like a subtle tip of the hat to good old Nirvana there in some ways, the baby and all the rest. And I'm just thinking, Sam, so you got sick.
What?
You said you got sick.
Oh yeah, I got badly sick.
Why was it that the cold, deep shivers right to the core or what?
So in the video, there's bits where you see me shaking. That wasn't. I'm not that good an actor. So the first scene we filmed was me in the bathtub, and then we were filming all day outside. It was the coldest day of the year, and obviously I couldn't change my clothes because we were filming. So I was just in these soaking wet, and the bathtub was filled up with seawater, which was about 1 degree. So I was just really sick for like days after. I just felt, and also whenever I got into the bath, and Danny, the director, was like, right, on the count of 3, I want you to submerge yourself and stay underwater. And I was like, completely, the water was up to there, and it felt like my lungs just shrunk. I wasn't there, and I was like, okay, what do you want me to do? And he was like, on the count of 3, I want you to dunk. And I was like, all right, what is it you want me to do, Danny? And I just wasn't keeping anything. And then he was like, all right, submerge now. So as soon as I went under, the shock of the water, I went and took in a big gasp of breath, and then jumped up and was like spewing it out the side of the bath and everything. And then wrapped up in tinfoil and thrown into a car for an hour, and then back out and filmed the rest.
Good old salty water. Yeah, brilliant.
It was bad.
All right, bring us back to reality. Here we are now in your home setup. Give us
Nice
another,
and warm home setup.
I know. Give us another tune.
All right, what am I going? Do you have any ones you want?
Well, I'll ask for one first. Now we'll ask the crowd for a bit of a shout out. And can I ask you to do a cover?
Of what?
Oh, any
Everything
Sufjan
good.
one, any Sufjan one you like, because you just do him justice. I think
I haven't played any.
Mate, just be a king of wing.
What is it?
Oh yes.
I'll
The last
try
time
it.
you did this was just
I can't remember. Oh, I can have words. This isn't live.
it's great. That's because you're a green screener. You're an eco warrior. You save the planet for whatever. Less
do.
paper.
I forgot that. Just probably remember them a little bit. All right. I love Sufjan Stevens. Okay, let's see if I remember it though.
Oh, to see without my eyes, the first time that you kissed me, boundless by the time I cried. You built your walls around me. White noise, what an awful sound. Fumbling by road river, feel my feet above the ground. Hand of God, deliver me. Oh, woe is me. The first time that you touched me. Oh, will wonders ever cease? Blessed be the mystery of love. Lord, I no longer believe, drowned in living waters, cursed by the love that I've received from my brother's daughter, like a Philistine who died. Alexander's lover, now my riverbeds run dry. Shall I find no other? Oh, is me. The last time that you kissed me. Oh, will wonders ever cease? Blessed be the mystery of love. How much sorrow can I take? Blackbird on my shoulder, and what difference does it make when this love is over? Shall I sleep within your bed? River of unhappiness, hold my hands upon your head till I breathe my last breath. Oh, woe is me. The last time that you touch me. Oh, will wonders ever cease? Blessed be the mystery of love.
Much appreciated. Thank you, Sam. Absolutely
That one's
appreciate
for
it.
you, Des.
You know, in reflecting again over this past year, it's been some journey, for us and for everyone else with us this night. I just think this time last year when we were doing this, I hadn't a clue what my future was going to be like, nor those who work with me. We had immediately been thrown into a lockdown furlough situation. The thing that I'd been doing for 25 years was, without my knowing, crumbling and disintegrating. And so basically the business I was involved with basically went. And so you're left in a very strange place, and you're mindful of the people who work with you, and you're looking out for their futures. And Dawson's Music, as it was then, sadly went. It was one of the first casualties of lockdown one. And then we, because I had a quasi franchise of that sort of thing, we were just like another creditor. And so it was an interesting time, to say the least, where you're left thinking, oh my word. And particularly when you've got people who, well, you're mindful of their livelihoods, but then something good, there's always that glimmer, there's always that thing that keeps us hopeful. And Dawson's Music and Sound actually came to fruition really at the end of May, beginning of June. And through that, thankfully, all our guys became employees of it. And I became an employee from the 1st of July, which is a really bizarre thing. So still being my owner of my own business, but at the same time employed full-time with Dawson's Music and Sound, which in turn has enabled me to keep what I've hoped to do, support musicians in Belfast, particularly up in that loft. And so, you know what? Who knows what tomorrow brings? But let's just keep on chugging away. You know, you guys here, all your amazing creatives on this, and I'm delighted to know as friends. Just you keep chugging away, keep doing your stuff, keep inspiring us to keep believing for a better day. You know, and we'll just continue to do what we do to help support that. Anyway, Sam, we've about 8-9 minutes left. We'll hold your number one until another bit down the road.
Do you have any songs you want me to? Any
originals? Look, I'll always have a song, and one of my all-time favorites. But you know, does anybody want to put a hand up here when I ask for a song from Sam? We can do that. There she is. Okay, hold on. Let me see if this technology works. Oisin, you know, well, it says Oisin there. So hang on. Did you? Hi, good to see you. You're able to mute yourself. That's fantastic. Please
I know.
Please do not break it. Okay. Ask a question.
Sam, how are you finding writing in lockdown? Has it inspired you to write more, or you know, what type of things are you thinking of writing now because of lockdown?
Like there's been a good few musicians that have been like, do you know what, I've been writing every day because I've got free time. I haven't really been living a life to write about. Do you know what I mean? I find that a lot of my music comes from, like, whether it be things I struggle with or things that I go through after I've went through them. And through, maybe after lockdown, I'll find that I felt kind of isolated or something, or I don't really know, but I think that if I'm going to write something, it'll be after lockdown. But I've just been creating musically, and like kind of, I never planned to write. I never ever planned to write a song. It just happens. So some days I've been creative, other days I haven't. If that answers the question.
It doesn't, big lad. Okay, I'm not satisfied with that answer. No, I'm not. Really, I'm not. You know, because I am. It's a case. I suppose it's always easy for us to look into and observe. You know, and I suppose what we're all observing is you're still going, you're still doing it, you're still doing exciting things. You know, I have to say a massive shout out of thanks to, you know, Lee Cutler at Forestside and stuff. I'm not sure if Lee's on here tonight. He may well be. Lee, if you're about, get your camera on. But Lee was a real, you know, supporter to us on tour at the start, just to help us really push this through. And then thankfully, Arts Council, you know, saw, and they helped us develop that as well. That enabled us to get some other gear, which we just continually pump into it just to help do this. So you're still, even in the midst, as I'm trying to say, even in the midst of those dark moments where you're not sure where it's going, you just keep on doing things. And Sam, from my perspective, there he is. Good to see you, Lee. I'm glad you're there, mate. In the darkness.
He's going green as well. He's saving electric.
That's shocking. He's going whiter. He's not going greener. He's going whiter. You, Mr. Lee Cutler, everybody from Forestside, absolute superb supporter of the arts. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, from that, we've just got to keep pushing forward. And when I look at yourself, and Rachel, I'm coming back to you as well, just watching your latest video, how you do all that, how you syncopate all that, and you do your wonderful vocals, superb. It's just been brilliant, you know. And Beck is there somewhere too. There she is, the lovely Rachel. How are you doing that, John? That's fantastic. I don't know how you're doing that. That's great. Oh, the joys. And there's Becca. Sim really has changed, John. Thank you for doing this. I'm doing nothing, anybody. John's in the background somewhere pushing buttons. It's great. Simon Murphy's even got his camera on. I can see Simon lying there looking very chilled. That's brilliant. That's great. John, I'm loving this. This is great. And Cam, I don't know. Cam, you look like you're in a sort of a jet fighter plane seat there. You know, you're just waiting to take off, or that ejector seat's just going to go boom. This is great. We should do this more. Right. Stop talking less. Has anyone else got a question, a random question, a curveball for Sam Wickens? Go on. Don't be all shy now. Oh no, Les, don't make me do it. You can even do one as we use. No. Rachel, no. Simon, can I ask you a question? Because you're now able to hear me, and you might have to unmute, and you're going to die off because I'm going to talk to you. How are you working out in Randallstown in the sticks? Have you got some new broadband? No, it doesn't. Oh, there, it's working. That's working now. Yeah.
Is that me on?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Les. What's the question again?
The question is, how are you working out? Mate, have you been on the drink? The question is, how are you?
No, I have a 3-year-old who's not sleeping and a 5-year-old who just got over to sleep, so my head's a wee bit scrambled.
Oh, yeah, loads of chocolate eggs.
Yeah.
Here's another story. I remember as a 5-year-old covering my walls with chocolate wallpaper. I did so much chocolate. That's another story. Sorry. Anyhow, how's your broadband working there for a change? It's actually holding up very well.
It's horrific. I've had to switch to my dad. It sucks. We're out quite in the sticks here, so it's awful.
Well, you know what? Now we've got you here. You've no excuse, mate. I'm going to get you on this one night, and people, you will love Mr. Simon Murphy. Thank you, Simon, for taking part.
Okay,
it's great.
Thank you, Les.
Going to bring you all into this. Anyhow, enough. Sam, do us another one. Give us another tune.
What one?
Look, I'm always going to punt for Jericho. You know, Jericho speaks reams to me. You know, I just think it's one of those tunes which I just hope somebody scoops at one point, puts it on as a sort of a sing track somewhere. I just absolutely love it.
We'll give it a go. See, the thing is, I find it weird when I perform. You don't perform your own songs. Like, I don't come out to the studio to sing my own stuff.
But that's why we're here to listen to you.
I know, but it's weird. Like, the last time I played Jericho would have been probably the last time I was like doing a broadcast. It's weird. But this is Jericho.
Up on the hill where no one else
That's great. I mean, it's just constantly studio quality, mate, you know, and even with the limitations of Zoom, you know, it's superb. Right, we're coming to an end, which is sad. Where is Mr. Cutler? Mr. Cutler, just for you. There it is, the Cutler. You know, good lad. Sam, we're at that number one position. What's been the best thing for you this past 12 months?
Oh, my girlfriend.
Oh, well said, mate. Kirsty.
I'm normally not like a very open romantic person, but you know, yeah, definitely.
Excellent. You know, and I would wish the both of you an absolute superb 2021, and everyone else. And here's hoping that it isn't too far away before we do get to see Sam Wickens in person. I was nearly going to say in the flesh. That would be wrong, Les. You know, but we'll get to see you in person. We'll be in the same space. We'll be able to just whoop and then come up and give you a hug. We might have to wear a mask.
No, I don't want that.
What, you don't want a hug or a mask?
I'm not a hugger. I don't like people touching me.
See, when I see you, you're getting a hug.
I'm not.
I'll be there. Okay. Right. Look, it's been brilliant. Thank you. You're going to play us out with something.
I'm going to play Murky Waters. I like playing that. It's fun.
Good lad. Go on.
I like playing
Do
that.
real. Thank you, folks. And until next time, and we will call upon someone else from this gathering. I'm getting my magic thing to say, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Is it Becca? Is it Rachel? Is it Simon Murphy? Or is it someone else? And in the meantime, thank you once again for being with us on tour. And one last time. And see at the end of this, everyone put your cameras on and clap this boy. Okay?
They don't have to. It's all right. As long as they're enjoying it.
Coast is shown, I'm just a heartache. Cut the muse from the town. Let it fall out from the loving tank again. And I'll just drink if I drown. Then I fall to what's beneath. Drop poison in the air. When all I know is waiting murky waters all alone. I was gone, I was low. I've been raised in murky waters all alone. I've seen hurry, I hit bedrock. I don't show and I won't tell. I don't worry, I just shell shock. In this crazy as hell. Then I fall to what's beneath. Drop poison I've been raised in murky waters all alone. I've been raised in murky waters